Good morning and welcome back. It's been a while. It is August 31st, last day of August, and this has not been a good month at all for vlogging. I have one sort of, not a secret project, but some things happening that I can't quite talk about yet. If they pan out, it will become much easier to keep up with vlogging. So that would be a good thing I could really use, but I can't quite talk about those yet, so we will see what we will see there. All will be revealed in the fullness of time. So what's happening? I really don't like talking too much about things I might do, because there are so many of the things that I might do that I never do. And that's not too interesting, especially if, you know, if I had 2 years of those to look back on, boy, would I look like a dismal failure at the number of projects that I thought would be a good idea that never came to fruition. That's a problem for all of us. Speaking of problems for all of us, yesterday were the VMAs. I did not watch them. I don't think I've watched an award show since about 1975. And in all that time, there's only one award show, one Emmy Award that I kind of wished I had seen live, because that was pretty special. But the VMAs got me thinking, just watching the tweet reports, the Twitter feed regarding the VMAs and what I have seen of them. Why is the YouTube community so far ahead of the music industry when it comes to recognizing that, in particular, the objectification of women and the selling of sex as a way to move product is so 20th century? Because while it's certainly still around in YouTube, it's not nearly the same standard operating procedure that you see in music videos, where the more skin you show and the more ridiculously perfect body you can display, the better. It seems that seems to be what they believe, and yet every time they do it, they pan themselves and the public, or at least the public I pay attention to, the YouTube communities mostly, views it as basically ridiculous. And YouTube doesn't do that nearly so much. I'm reminded of the YouTube calendars at Project for Awesome. For those of you who don't remember, the Project for Awesome offered two calendars, one the women of YouTube, one the men of YouTube. And apparently the men of YouTube was much more a beefcake-oriented offering than the women of YouTube was. Because YouTube, while the comment sections can get depressing in their judging and body shaming and all of that, the YouTube community really values women for what they have to say as much as the way they look. When you look at the biggest YouTube celebrities, certainly, yeah, there's a lot of beautiful people on both sides, but it's not a matter where, you know, Grace Helbig isn't popular because she bears a lot of skin every episode. And that just seems to be way far ahead of where the music industry is, where they're still selling women as objects. Anytime a singer has a good career going, the moment they slip and they feel threatened that they might not be going as well as they could have been, or that somebody else might be selling more music than they are, it seems like the first avenue of desperation is to then try to put out more skin. And this doesn't seem to be the case in YouTube, which is a strong argument for the superiority of YouTube over traditional media, if you ask me. What do you think? I'm going to stop here, and I know I've got some things I've got to work on. Until then, don't forget to be awesome, and I will talk to you again soon, I hope.